I've heard so many great things about how great the food is here at the Garrison, and I cannot wait to get into the kitchen to see how it's made. Well, we made our way into the kitchen, and I'm here with Gray, and he is the executive chef here. And what are we going to be cooking?
We're going to be cooking a salmon waffles dish, and that's pretty popular right now.
Sure.
Because I think it's kind of unique. A lot of people think of like chicken and waffles.
Salmon and waffles. When I saw that on the menu, I said, that's a different take. I'm really curious about that. I hope I get to try that today.
Sure thing, yeah.
All right, well, let's get started, man.
All right. So what we're going to start with is we're going to grab our salmon.
Grabbing salmon.
Which we kind of crust with a like a Jamaican jerk seasoning, just like a dry rub. And then we sear it so it sticks, and then we keep it in the cooler, obviously. And
all right.
we're gonna brush it with a jerk sauce that's made out of like pineapple and spices, and
it's got a little bit of a fruity.
Yeah, it's a little. It's not as like harsh as, I don't know, like what you'd think of like a jerk chicken.
Sure.
Like this is a bit more tropical. I don't know.
Sure.
Like,
yeah. And I'm guessing a little bit subtle too. I mean, salmon doesn't have some big pow of a flavor, so overpowering it with a bunch of seasonings, you probably want to be able to still taste it.
Yeah, no, I think the most important thing is to let the raw ingredient shine through. I mean, you come in, you want to pay a decent amount of money for some food. You want to taste what your food is supposed to taste like, not what we put on it to hide any sort of quality, because the quality is exceptional.
Yeah. Okay, so now what are we doing?
So we're going to heat up a cream cheese Mornay. A Mornay is basically just like a fancy French term for like a cheese sauce that's got a bechamel as the base. So bechamel sauce is like a roux and cream or milk, nutmeg, and some salt and pepper. Well, we mix that with some cream cheese because we also have kind of like a breakfast twist on this dish.
Okay.
Chicken and waffles is kind of a breakfast dish in my mind. So this is like a Jamaican, like what if we took chicken and waffles out of the ocean and then, served it for breakfast, I guess. So this is the waffle batter. So this is like cornmeal. So it's a bit more savory than like a traditional waffle.
Sure.
A lot of, flour and sugar.
So we got our waffle.
Yep, got our waffle. This, we'll use 3/4 of it, mostly because the guy I have here on saute is allergic to even numbers. He just thinks they look horrible. But mostly because I think it's just a better portion size,
Yeah.
You kind of want to give people a little bit like less than would make them feel like full.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
It's going to be this pineapple compote. So it's just kind of like stewed down pineapples with some juice and some
Sure.
And not really needed to add any sugar to this. There's a lot of sugar.
There's a lot of sugar in pineapple.
Yeah.
So what is this going to be going on?
So that's going to be going on top of the salmon.
On top of the salmon.
Yeah.
So you are adding a lot of tropical flavors with this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess salmon and tropical, I guess that kind of works together.
Yeah, I mean, salmon isn't a tropical fish, but it's one that's local to us, kind of, at least in a way that, like, there's plenty of it being distributed.
Sure.
It's not an exceedingly expensive fish for us to get our hands on. So we can offer customers a good quality product at a good price.
Yeah.
And it's relatively fresh. Whereas, if I were to be getting, we had sea bass here, and our sea bass was great, but it's expensive fish,
Sure.
And we want to give people more of an option that is affordable, that showcases technique rather than, a bit more than just raw flavor and fish.
Right.
So
no, as far as worrying about burning this, is that something you're concerned about?
No, as long as you aerate it a little bit, swish it around every once in a while. You don't want it to reduce too much. It'll, obviously, the sugars will burn. But also to get too thick and goopy, and then it'll be stuck in the person's mouth.
Almost.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's
supposed to be
It is a maple pineapple compote. Yeah, it's syrup for your waffle. I mean. It's like if somebody came up with chicken and waffles, but they lived in the ocean and somehow a salmon swam up.
Also, salmon's there.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. I'm really curious to see all of this come together.
All right. Well, I'm curious for you to tell me what you think.
Oh, I'll let you know. Oh, well, no. Perfect.
So we'll put our whole dish together then. So we got this.
So starting with your bechamel base here.
Yep, our Mornay.
More. All right.
Yeah. It sounds a lot more like sophisticated than it really is. You know, it's just cheese sauce. It's just fancy cheese sauce. We'll put that chiffonade spinach on top.
Okay, let's give it a nice pop of color.
Yeah, a little color, you know, a little variation of textures going on. Got the waffle. Lay it right there. Get our salmon.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I like that right there. Got our pineapples.
Wow.
There you are.
Wow. Tell you what, it smells incredible. It looks stunning as well. Definitely a different take on the chicken and waffles.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait to try this.
All right.
All right.
Great.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
You know, we believe that people eat with their eyes first and foremost. So as you come in, you see the environment, you want it to all pull together. It's got to feel like you're not just here for another meal. You're not just here to get another drink. You're here for an experience. That's really what the Garrison's trying to pull out.